Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today I finally figured out what I wanted to use this beautiful 8x8 notebook from Archer and Olive. This was part of the sub box that came out recently, and it was my first Archer and Olive sub box, and I haven't used either of the notebooks yet. So as many of you know, I come out with monthly trackers every month. I've been tracking moods and habits and doing self-care bingo and gratitude logs and all sorts of things for a while. And I come out with all of these in my Etsy shop. Well, today I printed out some of them onto sticker paper instead of printer paper and decided I'm starting a tracking bullet journal instead of just sticking it in my planner. I thought that would be fun to do and show you all how versatile this stuff is. All right, so this notebook is super cute. If you choose to shop at Archer and Olive, you can always use code AmyPlans to save 10% because these notebooks are beautifully done. And then also I'll link all this stuff in my Etsy shop down below. These are printables. Every once in a while, I do open up Happy Mail slots though, so my Patreon is listed down below because that's the only place that I will print things out for you. Okay, at some point I will decorate this. But let's get started with this page. We're gonna leave this to make some kind of like intro page. I really wish I had had this for the start of January and would have thought of this, but I didn't. So, you know, it is what it is. And of course, with all of these, we are going to make them Dutch doors. So I'm just kind of gonna lay out where I want things. And I am gonna hand create a gratitude log somewhere in here and some other stuff. At least that, maybe something else. Goals should go here first, and then how about the self-care bingo next? That seems nice. And then before getting into tracking, let's have a gratitude log. I do have a gratitude log as part of this tracker bundle, but I also really wanted to use some of my sticker kit. So I wanted to make the gratitude log to use the 1 to 28. All right, then after the gratitude log, let's do the step tracker, because I like having the mood tracker and the habit tracker on the same thing. And then we'll have the month in review here and one extra page there. We'll figure something out. Okay, so this is a lot of stuff going on. So I'm gonna quickly cut these down into just their little sizes so we can actually work with them. And then we'll come back and figure out how we're making these Dutch doors or waterfall tabs or something. All right, now we have this all, and as you can see, we have lots of extra space. So what I was thinking was for some of these is to actually stick them onto these scrapbook papers and then cut them out kind of like a frame. Then also, we're gonna be making some Dutch doors, so we're gonna need to figure out all of that part too. So first, behind the quotes page, I think just this would look really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down onto the paper. I have to decide, do I want it straight across or do I want it like going like that? I think straight across will look best. So we'll do that. Put it like there. All right, and then I have my handy dandy tiny paper cutter that I can use on the desk with you all. So we're gonna go ahead and get this going. Do I want some fancy lines? See, I have just the cutter. Then I also have like wavy lines. Let's just go with straight lines for now. I think that's gonna be better. But let's see, so we did like 1.5 away. So let's cut it here. So we've got that trimmed. We'll trim this side as well. and then pull these in too. So just a little bit. That looks pretty good. And then this side as well. All right, so there's this one. We can also grab some washi tape to do with it. So this one we're gonna turn into the Dutch door. So I want it like this. Maybe I do want washi tape for the Dutch doors. Let me pull some cool washi that could go along with all of this. All right, so I grabbed this washi tape, which is like this lace one from the washi tape shop. This script one that you all know is my favorite ever. And then these two from Planything that I think the colors go really nicely with it. So if we're looking at this, we have 4 pages. So what I'm gonna do is have this one be at the back because it's the biggest. So that'll be on this page. And then it'll come to like here because we need to make sure we have space for everything. I'm just trying to measure this out because I want to go from the front, but I don't quite know where everything's gonna go. Then this one can go right here and that'll fit well. And then this one is a bigger one. Maybe Self-Care Bingo goes further back because this is gonna be cut to here. I could have printed these smaller, but I didn't. Okay, Step Tracker can go there. That'll fit well. Self-Care Bingo here. And we'll trim this down just a little bit. All right. And then this page is just gonna be this. And let's go ahead. I think we need to go from the back, actually, you guys. This is just getting too complicated. Okay, where does this even go? I lost one. Okay. So February goals also might need to be trimmed down even more, or make a separate page using it a little differently by cutting it out. We can be creative, right? Okay, this is where the habit tracker goes. Okay, but we have to go from the back, unfortunately. Okay, where's my little clip? My little hand. There you are. Okay, so this is gonna go right here before I figure out exactly where I'm going to center the monthly review. Oh my God, flying everywhere. I had this idea that I was gonna go from the front and I just could not work it all out in my head. Sometimes going from the back to see where the actual cuts are is the way to go. Though, to be fair, I have never put my trackers in a notebook like this. When I first started doing them, I did them in a notebook, but I was hand drawing everything and I was not doing Dutch doors with them. So this is a completely different situation. We will add some stickers throughout all of this to decorate and add some highlighter and things like that once we get the shape of this done. So this seems pretty centered. We're gonna put it like this. This page, as you recall, we don't have a purpose for yet. I'm gonna figure it out. But I wanted the month in review here so that next month I can have the cover and then the other, like the quote and the cover. So we're gonna figure that one out. Okay, so next we decided was this one. And this one we just needed to bring over a little bit. This is so pretty, oh my gosh. Okay, and this one, can I? No, I can't. I was gonna just wrap it around, but I'm not sure if it would line up perfectly with where I'm going to be trimming it. So we're gonna trim it and we can get that backside done so that it looks really nice. Okay, cutting board is over here. And this is my handy dandy gyro cut. You can use scissors. Scissors are easiest when you're doing straight lines, so I'll be using them on the other cuts. But this I find is easier for these wavy lines. All right. So now let's get this one down. I don't want to put any more scrapbook paper on this one because this is a lot going on, and I'm not sure the scrapbook papers would really match that too well. Okay, let's get this down on the other side. Figure out, I think we're gonna need to go this way to make it really match up. Yeah, that works perfectly. Okay, so we're gonna figure that page out. Month in review, mood tracker, habit tracker will go here, but we got to start with the Dutch door part so we know how far it's going. So I think that might be good. Let's just check. Yeah, that looks pretty good, except it's a little bit uneven. There we go. All right, and then I will use scissors here to cut this part. Okay, now we can go back to this one. Let's put that there so we can get this down. Washi tape on the back side too. So these are more of a simple waterfall tab Dutch door because it's still cutting it down, but there aren't any big things jutting out. It's not horizontal. There's not a window. It's simpler. Unlike, this one was my favorite one I created recently. Pause. This one with all the holes, love it. You can see this one on YouTube now. It's a long one, but a good one. So much fun. That one was just decorative and fun to create. This one serves a purpose, so. It's got all the function in it too. All right, February habit tracker will move the clip because I think we'll try to line up the text as best we can. It's kind of hard because this is so sticky. I'm trying to make sure it's somewhat lined up. Close enough. Those are kind of close. All right, then self-care bingo here. That actually kind of fits perfectly. I could trim it down more and put on some scrapbook paper. Do I want to do that? Let's trim it down more. It's okay. We have time. We can do this. The only hard part is making sure this stays all nicely aligned. See, that looks good. Okay, we'll do this side too. That one was a little bit closer, but that's okay. Just a little bit here. Don't cut off the flower. That's the important part. We still have space here. Oh my gosh. Let's try again. There we go. Okay. So if we do that, then we could put it on top of something, but not one of the really big ones. Probably one of the things with a smaller design, or like a more simple design, like this. You know what, actually, I'm gonna use my scissors here because I have a line and I can just cut it right up to the line here. Yeah, that looks good. So self-care bingo is one of my favorite parts of the month when I am doing all this, and it's just a nice way to give yourself a moment to focus on yourself. And when I create this bingo sheet, I try to add different ways of doing self-care. So I do, let's fussy cut this with the little X-Acto knife, the little gyro cut. And try to find pieces of self-care that are like physical self-care, so like working out or making sure you're drinking enough water, to more mental self-care, so journaling prompts, and social self-care, so like seeing an old friend, making a phone call to someone you haven't talked to in a while, having a board game night, you know, all sorts of different things. So I try to add in variety in these. I find that really helps me as a busy mom with a busy life to go ahead and take a moment for myself. Haven't been very good at it lately, but this self-care bingo is always a good reminder every single month to actually try. All right. So now, I feel like I have stuff everywhere on this desk with all these supplies. Now we're gonna put this, if I can pull it all apart. A little bit got stuck here. A little bit more there. One of the washi tapes just rolled off the desk. Again, talking about how much stuff is on this desk as we do this one. Okay, and then put it right here. And we're gonna trim this. We're gonna trim it to there. Like that. All right, and then we're gonna see how this fits. Oh my gosh, it's perfect, you guys. Look at that. Okay, we need some tape. Where is my tape? My desk. As I said, you guys, everything is everywhere. It's been a busy week. I got all my Patreon mail stuff ready to go. I'm dropping it off at the post office tomorrow. And just everything's everywhere from all of that. 20 packages, I think I'm sending out. That's super fun. Oh, and 2 giveaways from this last month. One was here on YouTube and one was on Patreon. So 2 big packages too. Okay, these are so cute. Look at this. Okay, the only thing is if I could get rid of that little strip there, but I didn't feel like cutting it all out. So we'll do the gratitude log in a little bit. We're gonna finish setting up all the cuts and all of that. So let's just put this over here so it doesn't get trimmed off. And then go ahead and figure out where this one goes, which I think is gonna be like right here. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, and this is one of the ones I was thinking about it, that I can wrap it around so I don't have to cut it and then lay it down again. So it's just already in the right spot, and I can just bring it down like that, I think. We'll see how that actually works out, and if it doesn't, I can always pull up the back side of it and fix it. It's not quite going straight though. Come on. I'll trim off that little bit in a moment once we make sure it's all the way lined up. Cut off the tiniest bit of the washi tape, but that's a pretty good sign that it's all like right there. Okay, this is looking so fun. All right, so the step tracker, so I added in that. I feel like I should add in another thing just because I can, but this one might work, but it is a lot of pattern with that. I think we're gonna leave it. I think this is fine. Okay, then we have it just in the middle here. And as I said, we can add some stickers in this later to like flesh it out a little bit more. Okay, this is the last Dutch door. And what did I want to do? I had an idea because I didn't have another washi tape to use with it. Unless I want to pick another washi tape. Because I could just cut it. I could use pen. Let me think on that. Okay, I grabbed another washi tape. This is also from Planything. I decided it was a little bit brighter pink, which actually adds to this a little bit more with some of these brighter colors here. So I think that'll work out well. So I'm just looking at where this one is so I know where to put this one. And then we're going to create this last Dutch door, or Waterfall Dutch door. I love this size of notebook because there's just extra space. It's like, I love A5 for my creative journaling, but when I'm making this a productive notebook, I've been using an 8x8 also for my work bullet journal, and it just is so much fun because I have the space to play in it and get creative and decorate, but I also can have it be completely functional still. Whereas this might be too much space for my creative journal, because what if I don't have that much to write? Because I tend to do 1 page a day, but maybe I wouldn't be doing 1 page a day if I was using this size notebook. I don't know. Alrighty, we've got all our cuts made, you guys. This is so cool. Okay, that's gonna fit kind of perfectly. We're just gonna line it right up with the edge. Oh my God. And I'm getting it stuck everywhere. This is not good. That was wonderful, you guys. Just awesome. Okay. But we fixed it, and we're good. It happens. Okay, I can't even tell. Cool. All right, then this is gonna go here, and then this is gonna go in here, but we're gonna need to work on that one in a second. I'm gonna put this up like this because I have a feeling I kind of want to decorate down below too. But then we're gonna flip it here. So looking like this This actually has to get trimmed a little bit to fit in there, but what we're gonna do, what I like to do, is have it so when this is closed, you can't, this is all decorated. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and grab all our washi tapes that we used. Oh yeah, the one fell. I was looking for it. It's on the ground. Okay, this one. But what we're gonna do is first put this one down, which is kind of different, but that's because I don't want the writing to go behind it, because then it'll be very hard to see everything that's going on with this little lace pattern and the light script. That would be a lot happening. So instead what we're gonna do is put this down on top and cut it along where the edge of the other tape is. Okay, it'll make sense in a minute if you're confused. Because see how we can see this washi tape through here? We are gonna fix it. Okay, so just in case, I don't think I would ever cut through 2 pieces of washi and the page on accident, but we'll go like that. And then we just pick up this side. And voila. It's the same look as over there, but on one page. And we're gonna add the other washi tapes to it right next to it too. So we'll have to do the same thing with whatever's the one that goes next to this. The scalloped one. Let's see, yeah. And look at that, perfect. Okay, so we might adjust it the tiniest bit, because I'm not gonna push it over as far as I did before, but it is gonna go right there, and we are gonna have to trim some. And then, yeah. You know what, actually? That's the smallest page, and it goes all the way to the edge. We don't even need this one. Haha! And that looks beautiful just the way it is. Okay, less work, more space for this. Let's see how it fits. We do need to trim this a little bit more. I'm not gonna trim these sides because I wanna keep it as big as possible, so that we can actually see some of the scrapbook paper, but I am gonna trim this side a little bit. And then probably trim this one just the tiniest smidge. Okay, there's a paper stuck in there though, so I can't tell what's going on. Come on. Okay. That was more than I wanted to cut, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna leave it like that. All right, and this one we're actually gonna put down here so we can decorate up there if we want to. Maybe put a couple boxes or something. Sometimes I like to have like little memory spots. Okay. So now we are gonna make our gratitude log, because that is something we still have to do. So what I'm gonna do is, always on my stickers for this journal kit, I'm gonna have 31 days, because you might be using these numbers on a different month. So even if there's 30 days or 28 days, there's always gonna be 31 here. It's honestly too much work to take those off and put them on and stuff like that. So anyways, we are gonna go There's 28 days. We're gonna start with 14 right down here and work our way up, and we're gonna have 2 columns. And then any extra space at the top is going to be where I can write out gratitude log. And this is really just a space. I'm kind of leaning to the right a little bit. Okay, we're gonna stop the lean. This is a space for me to jot down something that I'm grateful for. Some days it might just be that the sun was out, or that I had a really nice cup of coffee with a friend. Other days it might be something like this week I bought my tickets to go wild. And I am super excited. So I'm really grateful that I'm able to do that. I've never been. The last 4 times I have wanted to go, and I've never been able to because I was always either pregnant or breastfeeding. And so now finally I have the option, and we're making it work. We're making it happen. So I am just super excited. So if you're gonna be there, let me know, because I want to meet everyone. I've only met one planner friend in real life. That's Lorna Kismet Planning on Instagram and YouTube. And I want to meet everyone. All right, I could have put this like 1 over, but you know, again, it is what it is. It's not always going to be perfect. But there we go. Cute. Okay, so now. Ooh. This and this, yes. Okay. So that's the same pattern as that, right? So I'm gonna put this here so that it can be like a little barrier, so that then I can write gratitude log up above it. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to use this Zebra Mile Liner brush pen. What color is it? This is just the red color. Instead of writing gratitude log, I'm just going to write gratitude. Freehanding is always a little stressful because you don't know how you're going to line things up. So if you're unsure about that, I recommend using a pencil and just lightly tracing it first to make sure it lines up. I did that for years until recently I just kind of said, whatever, and just started going for it and found it worked out 95% of the time, maybe. And if you really mess up, the way you fix it is just grab some sticker paper, like some label paper, blank, and just white it out, then put the blank sticker paper over it. And you won't be able to see the mess up underneath, and you'll have a blank slate to start with. Okay, then since all of this is pretty dark on these 2 pages with all that, I'm going to use the lighter colored mild liner that I grabbed. I don't know what it's called because it's in Japanese. It's a Japanese one. I think it's like Dusty Rose or Dusty Pink or something like that, but I can't remember. I got it from Stationery Pal. I love buying the individual colors there. Code Amy15 saves you there if you choose to shop at Stationery Pal, but it's where I love getting all the one-off colors of mild liners. So I'm just going to highlight like this except I just decided I'm going to make it a little bit bigger by doing double lines that are connected here. I just think that'll look nice. Just takes a moment longer to actually fill out as I'm drawing all these lines. You don't need to draw the lines for sure, just FYI. If you like it plainer and without a lot of extra work, don't add lines. But I personally find them fun. And they add a pop of color and they're just great for me. I feel like I'm not lining the lines up now that I'm going that way too, so I'm going to go back to what I was doing. I am so excited to be using this notebook. I decided to get the Art Journal of Sub box for the first time and saw that notebook and just was like, what am I going to use it for? Because I just set up my other 8x8 as a business notebook. And I was like, I don't want to wait like 6 months before I can use this thing. So this is the perfect use. Okay, so there we go. That whole set of pages looks beautiful. We've got everything in, but yeah, we do need to decorate a little more, and that needs something. Okay, so first we're just going to do the thing that I like doing on these pages as we set up. So with my goals pages, I like to add a pop of color in these. Again, you totally do not have to, but it just is fun for me to add these little personalizations. It's also why in my creative journal, sometimes you'll see me making my own boxes by hand instead of sticking them in as a sticker. I just find it sort of fun. Okay, so we've got that. So the step tracker, I need to pick the colors out, so we're not going to fill that in today, but I fill out a color for each one. Then I color it in for the month as to which number of steps I did, and then I write the number of steps there. So I see the visual representation and can see the number of it. All right, we've got those. Oh, but first we can fill in the free space. Okay, we got that. All right, habit tracker I'll set up later, mood tracker I'll set up later, but we can decorate the page still. So let's go ahead and grab some of these. Okay. This is the easiest way to decorate this little page right here when you have this tiny space. Okay, so we'll do the coffee cups there. Then over here, do this. I don't want it to be too complicated over here because we've got all that up there, but I kind of do want something down here just for balance. I don't know. Okay, month in review page. Again, we can put something right there. Let's go ahead and put the hearts because, you know, Valentine's and all that. Okay, and again, we can do the little personalization here. I'm gonna outline these ones with this color and then the other three with the other color. So the things that I put on my month in review page are most proud of, highlight of the month, most challenging, gratitude, and things I learned and want to remember. A month in review can hold a lot more, like the books you read, the songs that you listened to, you know, current events that happened, all sorts of things. Now that I see this, this is also missing stuff though. Like it's got some space. So I just don't know if I just leave it where I put something in. Just, this is so pretty. I don't really want to do something that's going to throw everything off. We've already got this image. We've got the coffee cups here. What if we put in just like a little coffee cup thing? We're gonna have to make some space. So like this one will fit here, but the bigger ones don't necessarily fit up here. So I got that one already. What's the shortest one? I can cut some of it off. Okay, if I lower it down, the least bit of it will be cut off. Okay, but now there's a gap. Let's just scooch this one over. Still gotta go that way. I am just second guessing all my things. Can't pull that one up, that's okay. All right, we are gonna stop second guessing and just move on. Life's too short. It is fine. Okay, gotta figure this one out. Maybe put something here, maybe put something there. Yeah, let's put since these have the books here, this is a great spot actually to put this little strip. And I'll just trim it there. Okay. And then this, I feel like we can get some boxes in, as well as some more decor. But maybe just some boxes. Let's think. Because I could put some of these here and layer them and have some spaces. But I could also put like the Love You a Latte, because I think it's so cute and it would fit there. Look at that. And I'm just gonna trim a tiny bit of the white part of the sticker so that it goes away from the Y. Okay, and if I did that, I need something here. So let's look at all the decorative stickers to see what'll fit. So this is the picture here, so can't grab that one. This one would fit though. That's kind of perfect. Okay. We'll just put it right like that. Actually, I'm gonna pull that up to put it underneath. Okay, look at that, it's so cute. Just quickly get these corners better because they're sticking up and it's bugging me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. Okay, this one does need something there. We have this last washi strip, let's just use it. Not gonna second guess this just because that's the last washi strip. We're going with it at this point. Okay. Great. Great. And then this. Let me think on this. Got it. I thought for like 5 seconds and then I figured it out. Since this is all like a love books one, I do have a reading journal, but we are gonna make a book page just to write down all the books that I've read. I've been getting into this really big reading phase, and I read, I want to say like 10 books in January, I'm not sure. So just writing down everything that I read this month would be really nice just to have it in here as kind of like a memory spot. So we're gonna put this down, and then we are going to, let's see, we did that in the bright, so we will keep it the same for consistency and write books read. And this is one of those times where I feel like I'm gonna run out of space. So I'm just gonna put down books. And then I'm out of space. I'm gonna start with the D. This is stressful. There's not gonna be any space between the words, but we're fitting them in. Oh my God, you guys. You see what I did. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do the fix trick that I told you about. Oh my God. Why can't I spell? Okay. Oh, you guys. Well, now you get to see the fix in action. So I'm whiting all this out. I'm gonna stick a sticker page over it. And then we're gonna try again. I might even actually write it on the sticker page first and make sure it fits. Okay, we have some extra sticker pages sitting around with all these extra pieces on them. I printed out the whole kit from both sides, so I'm gonna put it just here and then cut this off. Okay. That was a complete failure. Okay, also I don't like the way that one looks. So now I'm just second guessing everything. Let's not do that. We are going with whatever this one looks like, assuming it fits. I'm trying to make it fit. Okay, that's much better actually. Okay. So trim it and see if it's gonna do. Look at that. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. There we go. All good now. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay, so we're gonna leave spots for, let's say 10 books. I don't know if I will get through 10 books, but if I do, great. And if not, I'll just have some empty spots, and that's okay. Still can't believe I spelled it that way, guys. Okay. And now I'm just going to do like 2 lines for each one in case it's a long title. Just because I want the color on the page. All right, so we finished it. Look at that. This looks so pretty. Oh my God, I love it. Last thing really quick is punching those corners. You definitely don't need to. That's another, just, you know, optional thing, but oh my gosh. Let's get it right though. Sometimes easier if you go from this way, but I don't feel like it works as well sometimes. Okay, there we go. Looks so cute. Thanks so much for watching. See you all next time. Bye.